This morning I had a good opportunity to speak to somebody from Carrier, and they mentioned to us that some of the fruits which are there grown in Himachal, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that fruits which were there of oranges of that time were never available in South India, because by the time you brought those fruits to South India, the quality would be destroyed and the value proposition would not be there. But today, because industry has cooperated with the farmers and created not only the equipment, not the cold chain, not the storage house, but a total solution which benefits not only the people from the cold chain, but also the farmer who ultimately gets a better price. And that is the paradigm which we have to bring to India in every sector that we are talking. If we have to get a $5 trillion economy, we are not going to get it from top down. It will be from the bottom up. And we must see to it that every farmer gets this income position which is going to take place, and that is the interest that we have. The second important part is jobs. We have had GDP growth many years, and the world also is having GDP growth, but not like India. But we don't want GDP growth without employment. And one of the major things of having a cold chain continuity, right from the top end of the farmer up to the final person, there are hundreds and thousands of people who will get employed in order to see that this cold chain is done. The third part of the cold chain idea is the exports of seafoods which take place from India. India is a very important producer. We have a huge coastline which is taking place. Unfortunately, there has been a destruction of the coastline, and that is why the fishing over the coastline has come down. And because of that, we have not been able to get adequate fishing in the closed waters that we have. But that paradigm also has to be changed. The Prime Minister has talked about Swachh Bharat, and the Swachh Bharat will also mean that the coastline will have to be made clean so that the fishing comes back. And the exports of fishing and the cold chain will create a value proposition for the fishermen of India. And this is the most important thing. We need to act as intermediaries which are not producing just cold chain plants, but total solution which will bring about income levels from A to B, and that 1+1 plus employment will actually mean that the target which the Prime Minister has chosen, you and I will be a participant for this particular thing. This conference has been kept by Assocham with this objective, that we must align ourselves with what the Prime Minister has been talking. The social objective is going to be as important as the GDP growth of the country which is going to take place. And if you and I can do this paradigm to take place, it will be much easier for each one of us to reach that objective. I must congratulate Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and through him the Secretary is represented here of the Agriculture Department, where a lot of work has happened in so many villages where either there have been floods on one side and there have been droughts on the other side. And luckily, most of the villages which had droughts are now having also adequate water. But a lot of work has gone in for the purposes of saving the agricultural position in the state of Maharashtra. So really, Mr. Fadnavis has done a paradigm which was unprecedented in Maharashtra, including completion of many of the irrigation projects which were taken up much earlier, is going to make this paradigm. So, Honorable Sir, we are very, very happy कि आप यहाँ आए, हमें बहुत ही अच्छा लगा और आप हमको आशीर्वाद दें, हमें ब्लेसिंग दें कि हमारी जो जनता है उनकी प्रगति हो जाए, हम जो उद्योग में हैं उनको आप प्रगति की आशीर्वाद दें और हम साथ साथ में मिलके ये देश को एक देश ऐसे बनाएं कि वो नंबर 1 देश हो, नंबर 2 नहीं हो सकते। हमारे बच्चों के लिए, हमारे पोते पोतियों के लिए एक ऐसे देश बनाना है कि that we will be the happiest race in the entire world. With this good wishes, welcome to this program and thank you very much, especially the Honorable Governor. I wanted to also tell him that I run 17 colleges, so you are my Chancellor. and you have also sanctioned one new university of which you will be the chancellor. इसलिए बहुत खुशी होती है कि आप आए और हमें जरूर इसके बारे में आशीर्वाद दें। धन्यवाद।